Hi, welcome back to my channel, Ren Country 6. We're not doing 6 today. My bandsaws packed up and reckon it must be the motor. We've already changed the capacitor in the top of the motor. That didn't help. There's power going to the motor, so we're having a good guess that it is the motor that needs replacing. We've got a replacement motor for it. Record were very quick in sending one out. Thank them for that. I ordered it on I think it was a Monday, it arrived on the Tuesday. I don't think you can beat that. So we're going to do a little video about taking this thing apart. We've never done one before, so as I say, it'll be a matter of suck it and see, and we'll see what we need to do. And as we go along, we'll try and record stuff, and maybe it'll help you. This particular bandsaw is a record BS300, but I'm sure that most of them are all the same. So there we go. So back in a moment once we've figured out what needs doing. Okay, so the first thing to do is expose that capacitor box there, the supply, make sure everything's switched off. And the ideal thing is to either make a record of your colour codes and your wiring and everything, or just take a photograph of it with your phone, your mobile, and you can put everything back together as it was. That's a new capacitor there, so it should be okay. We will keep the old one just in case, and we're going to disconnect the cabling first, and I will come right back. Right, the capacitor's removed, so you can see the wiring a little bit more clearly. Again, make a record of what you've got before you disconnect anything. Okay, so that's the connection box removed, and you see where the cables come through from the motor. There is a little, oh, that's okay. There we go. So we'll start again. There you go. The box is removed now. You can see where the cables are coming through. Next thing is there'll be 4 bolts on the other side, I think, and those need taking off. Now we can remove the motor. Right, this is a new motor. We're a little bit ahead of ourselves, but the very nice thing is there's already a capacitor there. The wiring's already done, so all you've got to do really is drop the mains in here. There's only 2 connections, your brown and your blue, and jobs are good, and so that's it. There is a key on this, on the spindle, so we'll see what we have to do with that. I don't know whether that's going to be a problem or not, but we'll come to that when you know we do. So there we go, folks. Back in a minute. Right, so the 4 bolts are you know, around the drive spindle there at the back. I've just loosened the drive belt off, and you'll use that little handle at the side, take the tension off, move that out of the way, and then once we get those bolts off, we should be able to just draw the motor out. Right, one of these 4 bolts is difficult to get to with either a spanner or a socket, so I'm going to have to take this drive wheel off. There is a circlip on there which you need to take off. We've just taken that off, and I'm going to just whip this wheel off now and see what happens. Right, okay, so we've got that off now, and you can see the 4 bolts I need taking off. Now, 1 minute, let's turn this over. That's the back of the bottom drive wheel, and you wouldn't believe the compacted dust that was on there. So that's been blown off with compressed air, cleaned off. I'm sure that must have really badly unbalanced the wheel, but that's probably 14 years of muck and rubbish. So there we go. So next thing now, take these 4 bolts out and see how we go on. Okay, so the 4 bolts are out. The motor's not moved or anything, it's not dropped to the back. So we're going to turn the machine around now and see if we can extract this and see what happens. Right, so that's the motor. It's come out very nicely. It was just a little bit stuck, but that's grand that. So I'm presuming when we put the other one back, we'll just have to chuck it up a little bit, make sure it's all level before we start putting screws in. Now you can see that this little drive pulley here for the belt is keyed, and we need to look at that now and see how we get that off. Well, there you are, there's the answer. We've got an Allen key in that, or an Allen bolt, I'm not sure what you'd call it. That's 3mm for reference, so we've just loosened that a little bit, and we'll see whether this slides off or not. I think it might need a bit of persuasion. Right, back in a minute. Now that's come off very nicely. It was a little bit stuck, but I didn't have to do very much, just hand pressure, and that's come straight off. So there we go. So we'll get the other motor out now and reinstall this pulley and try and reinstall the motor. Okay, pulley's on. The Allen grub screw is back in, and we need to get things lined up now and get those 4 bolts in and start reassembling. Okay, so that's the motor in, and the nice thing is there's a flange here, which you can see, and all you've got to do is push your motor in and get that flange to locate with the chassis, and it just holds nicely in place. There's no need for chocks or anything else on the other side. So now we'll pop our bolts in and get that secure. Right, okay, so this bottom wheel is on, the circlip's back on. We've made sure that we've cleaned all the muck out of the channel for the circlip, so it goes on cleanly first time. You've got, I don't know what you call them really, 2 positions on the big wheel there, and you've got 2 on the small wheel at the bottom, so you've got to decide which you're going to have for speed. I can't remember where they were, so I'll just see how it runs, and then if I need to I'll change it. Obviously align your belt, and it's difficult to see in this light as well, so we've fumbled about a bit, not realising we're not actually on the main drive there, but we're sorted now. As I say, nip it up with a handle, and jobs are good. So we've got to wire up now and keep our fingers crossed we don't blow all the fuses in the house. Right, okay, so that's it. We're all wired up, the doors are on, because obviously they have switches in the doors. And moment of truth, we have a bandsaw back again. Now the only thing I'm going to say is that if you don't feel comfortable or confident to deal with electricity, rewiring, I mean it's very simple, but you know, if you're not happy, don't do it. There's a big capacitor in that box where you're wiring up, and they can get big charges on them, and if you touch that and it discharges, it could do some damage. I can't remember what sort of value it is. I think it's 25 picofarads or something. Yeah, 25 picofarads. But I imagine, as I say, there'd be quite a hefty charge in that. That's to kick the motor over, so be very careful. If you're not happy with electricity, get an electrician in. I feel fairly confident. I used to run a workshop for a communications company, so we dealt with all sorts of electrical components and things. So there you go, folks. We've just fixed our record BS300. I've got to put the blade back in and set everything up. The table's a bit loose, so that one's straightening and tightening up. And then we've got to adjust everything, see whether the speed is what we want it at, and then if not, we'll adjust the belt at the back, and jobs are good. But for now, we've achieved what we wanted to. So thanks for watching, take care, look after yourselves, and thanks for subscribing and watching. Oh, by the way, the next job, if it comes off, is a texel round to be carved. I don't know whether the customer wants it doing yet. I've sent him pictures. We shall see. No idea how it's going to turn out, but that's the next job. Okay, See you again. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.